Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Finance with Avrin. In this video, I'm going to get into the top 5 CD certificate of deposit accounts ranked by APY annual percentage yield for December 2024. CD rates have continued to be on the move lately, and with the end of the year approaching, it may be a great time to lock in some of the best yields available. In this video, before I jump into the top 5 list, I'm going to go over some of the honorable mentions, well-known financial institutions that have nice high-yield CD accounts, however not high enough with the APY to land in the top 5 list. I'll also talk about a couple of accounts that were knocked out of the top 5 list that I made back in October 2024 because of how far that their APY has dropped compared to some of the other accounts that actually made the top 5 list. And for each account mentioned in this video, I'm going to give a brief background on the financial institution that's providing the accounts, as well as a calculation example for a certain amount of money in each account with the interest compounding daily or monthly, and so you get an idea of how much interest would be earned with the term length of the CD and the APY. Now I want to show you a graph on Investopedia that I saw that was pretty interesting with their readers responding to a question from Investopedia when they asked them, are you choosing more or less the following investments because of the recent market events? So they asked their readers back in November where they're investing their money, and 13% of Investopedia readers said that they're putting more money into CDs tied with government bonds, but behind ETFs, individual stocks, index funds, and money market funds. As you see right there, 1 in 8 readers on Investopedia that responded to this survey are leaning into CD accounts. Because, you know, it's stability with CD accounts, of course, and then you get the rate, the APY that's high, try to beat out on that inflation. But of course, if you've seen the market lately, it has definitely been on a roar. So it's definitely understandable how a lot of people are responding saying they're going to put money into ETFs and individual stocks because, yeah, a lot of them are doing well for sure. And on my channel, I do talk about individual stocks and ETFs. So definitely check out those playlists if you want some information on what my thoughts are, and also facts and informative information on individual stocks and ETFs. Now, APYs on this video are definitely going to be much above the average, but I want to show you the national average for CD accounts just so you get an idea that, yeah, there's a lot of CD accounts out there that offer lower yields than the ones I'm talking about and that made this top 5 list, even the honorable mentions as well. So you see here the terms on the left, 1, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, and you see the national average right there, APY, around 1 point something percent, whether it be 1.72, 1.38, 1.4, but you get the idea of where that average is. But like I stated, all of the APYs in this video are going to be much higher than that, and you definitely notice it not only in the number but in the outcome of the interest earned. Before I get into the honorable mentions and the top 5 list, I want to go over some of the features that all of these accounts have in common, so I'm not repeating it for each and every account. Let's get into that. So very important, all of the accounts on this video are FDIC insured. Now, FDIC is the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation that was established in 1933 in response to thousands of bank failures that occurred during the Great Depression. Its primary purpose is to maintain public confidence in the banking system and promote financial stability by protecting depositors' funds in insured banks and financial institutions. So yes, all of these accounts are FDIC insured, and having FDIC insurance ensures the deposits up to that standard limit of $250,000 per depositor per insured bank for each account ownership category. And this ensures that the depositor's money is safe even if that bank fails. Also, all of the APYs in this video are fixed rate APYs, meaning you have those APYs for the entire length of the CD term. Even if the APY goes up, goes down, no matter what direction it goes in, you're going to get the APY that is stated when you sign up for the CD. And depending on when you see this video, the APY may have changed, and you'll see in this video that rates have definitely been on the move, because I'm going to show you the previous APY for some of these accounts and what it's at now in the span of like a couple of months where these APYs have changed. Also, there's no monthly maintenance fees for any of these accounts on this video, meaning there's no monthly service charge, $4, $5 just for having the account open. None of that. You don't have to do anything to get the monthly maintenance fee waived or anything like that. Just no monthly maintenance fees across the board. Also, all of the accounts on this video have an early withdrawal penalty if you take the money out of the CD before the term length ends. Now, that early withdrawal penalty ranges across the different accounts and financial institutions. Some of the banks and financial institutions charge like 3 months worth of interest or 4 months worth of interest or a certain amount depending on the term length. So it kind of depends. But one thing is for sure is that all of them do have an early withdrawal penalty. So something to keep in mind, if you're going to put money into a CD and you think you may need it before the term length ends, then it may be better to do a no penalty CD. And I do videos on no penalty CDs as well. So definitely check out the playlist down in the description if you want the ranking videos on those. But one thing to keep in mind, just so you know, there is an early withdrawal penalty 4 CD accounts on this video if you withdraw the amount before the term length ends. Also, these accounts have various initial deposit requirements, and I'll mention that for each account. Some of them have no minimum initial deposit requirement, and some of them require that you have at least $1,500 or $1,000 or $500. And so you'll see it on the screen, and I'll mention it as well for each account. And lastly, another feature that all of these accounts have in common is that the financial institution or bank providing the CD account has a mobile app available on the Apple and Google Play app stores. Very easy and convenient way to access your account and check on it is through a mobile app. So that's it with the common features section. Let's get into the honorable mentions. And the first honorable mention on the list is the Capital One 12-month certificate of deposit at 4% APY. There's no minimum initial deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one: if you had $25,000 in this Capital One CD account for 12 months at 4% with the interest compounding monthly, after 12 months, that $25,000 would have grown to around $26,000 with total interest earned of about $1,000. Capital One was founded in 1994 as a spinoff from Signet Financial, which is now part of Wells Fargo. Capital One Financial Corporation is an American bank holding company that specializes in credit cards, auto loans, banking, and savings accounts. It's one of the largest banks in the United States based on total assets, and their headquarters is in McLean, Virginia. And the next honorable mention is the Marcus by Goldman Sachs 6-month, 9-month, and 12-month CD certificate of deposit. All of them are now at 4.10% APY. Previously, I mentioned Marcus by Goldman Sachs CDs in the honorable mention section of my top 5 CD accounts ranked by APY video in October 2024. And at that time, those CD accounts were at 4.50% APY. However, now the APY has been lowered, not just with this CD, many others as you'll see in this video, but now that APY is at 4.10% for their 6-month, 9-month, and 12-month CD account. There's a $500 minimum initial deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one: if you had $25,000 in this CD account with Marcus by Goldman Sachs for 12 months with the APY at 4.10% with the interest compounding daily, after 12 months that $25,000 would have grown to about $26,025. So total interest earned of around $1,025. Marcus by Goldman Sachs is an online bank that offers a savings account and multiple term CD accounts. Marcus by Goldman Sachs is a brand of Goldman Sachs Bank that was launched in 2016. Goldman Sachs is one of the largest banks in the United States based on total assets and was founded in 1869 in New York, New York, where their headquarters still remains. And the next honorable mention on this list is the Ally 6-month CD at 4.20% APY. Previously, this CD was at 4.60% APY. However, in the past couple of months, it's been lowered down to 4.20% APY. There is no minimum initial deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one: if you had about $25,000 in this Ally CD account for 6 months with the APY at 4.20% with the interest compounding daily, after 6 months, that $25,000 would have grown to about $25,519.60. Ally Financial was formerly known as GMAC, General Motors Acceptance Corporation, until 2010. GMAC was founded in 1919 by General Motors. Ally is one of the largest car financing companies in the United States. Ally Bank offers various accounts including checking, savings, CD accounts, money market accounts, and more. Ally headquarters is in Detroit, Michigan. And the next honorable mention on this list is the Synchrony 9-month CD account. Previously, this CD account was at 4.50% APY. However, in the past couple of months, it's been lowered down to 4.30%. There is no minimum initial deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one: if you had about $25,000 in this Synchrony 9-month CD at 4.30% APY, with the interest compounding daily, after 9 months, that $25,000 would have turned to about $25,801.99. Synchrony Financials is a consumer financial services company. The company offers consumer financing products including credit, financing, loyalty programs, and more. Synchrony has roots that go back to 1932 when GE Capital Retail Bank was started. In 2014, GE eventually spun off the portion of its GE Capital business dedicated to retail credit cards and indicated that the new company would be called Synchrony Financial. Synchrony Financial headquarters is in Stamford, Connecticut. And the next honorable mention on the list is the Popular Direct 6-month certificate of deposit at 4.50% APY. There's a $10,000 minimum initial deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one: if you had about $25,000 in this Popular Direct CD account for 6 months at APY of 4.50% with the interest compounding daily, after 6 months, that $25,000 will be about $25,556.31. Popular Direct was launched in 2016 as an online-only bank that's a subsidiary of Popular Bank. Popular Incorporated was founded in 1893 and does business as Banco Popular in Puerto Rico and Virgin Islands, and Popular Bank in the United States. Popular Direct offers an online savings account and a various term CD account. Popular headquarters is in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And that's it for the honorable mentions. Now I want to tell you about a couple of accounts that were previously in the top 5 list of the video I made back in October 2024. However, with the drop in their APYs, they are now out of the top 5 list. Starting here with the Barclays 6-month certificate of deposit. Previously, this account was number 1 on my list at 5.10% APY. However, in the past couple of months, that APY has been lowered all the way down to 4%. There is no minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one: if you had $25,000 in this Barclays 6-month CD at 4% APY with the interest compounding daily, after 6 months, that $25,000 will be about $25,495.10. Barclays traces his roots back to 2 goldsmith bankers, John Friame and Thomas Gold, who were doing business in London in 1690. In 1736, Friame's son, Joseph, took his brother-in-law, James Barclay, on as his partner, and the name has remained a constant presence in the business ever since. Barclays is a British multinational universal bank with a headquarters in London, England, and they offer personal, business, investment, and corporate banking services, products, and more. And the next account that's no longer in the top 5, previously it was at number 4 on my ranking video in October 2024. Now it's been bumped out of the top 5, is the Quantic 3-month CD account. It was at 4.95%. However, now it's at 4.50% APY. There's a $500 minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one: if you had $25,000 in this Quantic Bank 3-month CD at 4.50% APY with the interest compounding daily, after 3 months, that $25,000 will be about $25,276.62. Quantic Bank is a digital bank headquartered in Astoria, New York, and they offer personal savings, checking, and CD accounts, as well as a variety of mortgage loan products. In late 2009, real estate developer and entrepreneur Stephen Schnall bought Golden First Bank, which was a small troubled bank in Great Neck, New York, with $24 million in assets. The terms of the sale allowed him to buy the bank with a clean balance sheet, and Schnall assembled a new team, injected fresh capital, and renamed it to Quantic Bank. And those are a couple of accounts that were previously in the top 5, but have been bumped out with a decrease in their APY. Now let's get into the top 5 CDs ranked by APY for December 2024. There is a tie, so there's more than 5 accounts, but let's get into it. And at number 5 is the Basque Bank 3-month CD account. Previously, this account was at 4.90% APY in my October ranking video. However, now it's at 4.65% APY. There's a $1,000 minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one: if you had $25,000 in this Basque Bank 3-month CD at 4.65% APY with the interest compounding daily, after 3 months, that $25,000 will be about $25,285.69. Basque Bank is an online bank that offers one savings account that earns interest and another that earns American Airlines miles, as well as multiple term CD accounts. Basque Bank is a division of Texas Capital Bank, which was founded in 1998, and their headquarters is in Dallas, Texas. And number 4 on the list is the Bread Financial 6-month certificate of deposit account. Previously, this account was at 5% APY on my October 2024 ranking video. However, now it's been lowered down to 4.70% APY. There's a $1,500 minimal initial deposit required to open this account and an account maximum of $1 million. With this account, the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one: if you had $25,000 in this Bread Financial CD at 4.70% for 6 months with the interest compounding daily, after 6 months, that $25,000 would be about $25,500 $580.75. Bread Financial is a financial services company offering credit cards, loans, savings accounts, and CD accounts. Bread Financial was formerly known as Alliance Data, which was formed by a combination of JCPenney's credit card processing unit and the Limited's credit card bank business. Alliance Data changed its name to Bread Financial Holdings in March 2022. Bread Savings is a product of the Community Capital Bank, which was founded in 1996 with a headquarters in Columbus, Ohio. And at number 3, we have a tie. First up here, we have the New Tech Bank 6-month certificate of deposit account. Previously, this account was at 5.05% in my October 2024 ranking video. However, now it's been lowered down to 4.75% APY. There's a $2,500 minimal initial deposit required to open this account and an account maximum of $250,000. The interest on this account is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one, if you had $25,000 in this New Tech Bank CD at 4.75% APY for 6 months with the interest compounding daily, after 6 months, that $25,000 will be about $25,586.86. New Tech Bank is backed by New Tech One, which is a publicly traded company. New Tech One offers payment, lending, insurance, and technology products. New Tech Bank was founded in 1963 and they offer personal savings and CD accounts and business savings and checking accounts. New Tech Bank headquarters is in Miami, Florida. Also tied at number 3 is the Bank 5 Connect 3-month certificate of deposit account at 4.75% APY. There's a $500 minimum initial deposit required to open this account and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one, if you had $25,000 in this Bank 5 Connect CD for 3 months at 4.75% APY with the interest compounding daily, after 3 months, that $25,000 would be about $25,291.73. Bank 5 Connect was created in 2013 as an online division of Bank 5. Bank 5 was founded in 1855 with a headquarters in Fall River, Massachusetts. Bank 5 Connect offers DIF Depositors Insurance Fund protection on top of the FDIC protection, which protects deposits in excess of $250,000. Bank 5 Connect offers savings and checking accounts, CD accounts, and more. And at number 2 on the list is the Total Bank 3-month or 6-month certificate of deposit. Previously, both of these CD accounts were at 5% APY. However, since October 2024, they've been lowered down to 4.76% APY. And there's a $25,000 minimum initial deposit required to open either of these CD accounts and a $1 million deposit maximum. With these CD accounts, the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Now, there are state restrictions with this CD account with Total Bank, and it states on their website that Total Bank can conduct business anywhere in the U.S. with exception of American Samoa, Florida, Guam, Northern Mariana Islands, Puerto Rico, and U.S. Virgin Islands. Calculation example for this one, if you had $25,000 in this Total Bank 6-month CD at 4.76% APY with the interest compounding daily, after 6 months, that $25,000 would have grown to about $25,588.08. Total Bank is a division of City National Bank of Florida, which was founded in 1946. The parent company of National Bank of Florida is Banco de Crédito y Inversiones, one of Latin America's largest banks and the second largest bank in Chile. Total Direct Bank offers CDs and money market accounts. And at number 1 on the list is the Poppy Bank 6-month certificate of deposit at 5% APY. There's a $1,000 minimum deposit required to open this account, and the interest is compounded daily and credited monthly. Calculation example for this one, if you had $25,000 in this Poppy Bank 6-month CD at 5% APY with the interest compounding daily, after 6 months, that $25,000 will have grown to about $25,617.38. Poppy Bank was established in 2005 with a headquarters in Santa Rosa, California. Poppy Bank specializes in business lending, including commercial loans and lines of credit, commercial real estate, and construction loans. And they also offer various business and personal deposit accounts. And those are the top 5 CD accounts ranked by APY for December 2024, plus some honorable mentions and calculation examples to help you stay informed and possibly make the best decision for your savings if you're looking into locking in a high yield CD account. With CD rates constantly changing, locking in a high rate now could be a smart move to maximize your returns and protect your money from market fluctuations. This video focuses on CDs offered by banks rather than credit unions because banks typically have fewer restrictions on who can open accounts compared to to credit unions, making these options more accessible to a wider audience. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button down below. It helps people discover the channel. And if you want to stay updated on some of the best financial tips, offers, and saving strategies, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care.